I got a feeling that you got me covered too. I got you covered. I got you covered.
Hi everybody and welcome to Blessed to Crochet. Something arrived today. Do you wonder what it is? The juicer arrived today and we're excited. So I'm going to open it, take it over to the sink, wash it out and give it a try. Now we're not going to go to the store today, but we have on hand some apples, a little bit of spinach and some carrots. So we're going to give that a try in the juicer first. And then in the next couple of weeks, we'll go and get some produce and get some recipes together and put them up. We're really going to kind of start this sometime in the first week of June. And there are places around Ohio, there's farmers markets and so forth, that we can get produce at a really reasonable price and be able to offset the cost a little bit of the cost of the fruits and vegetables. This specific juicer is a cold press juicer, which means that it presses the fruit versus spinning it and chopping at a high speed, which actually heats up the fruits and vegetables, which kind of takes away some of the nutrients and vitamins because you are heating up the fruit juice once it's extracted. So we're excited to do this, and I hope that you'll come on this journey with us. Now, one thing that I explained yesterday is that Josh has gastroparesis, which is actually a side effect of his diabetes. Some people do get that with diabetes. And so even though this will take some of the fiber out of the fruits and vegetables, which you can use some of the pulp for recipes and smoothies and so forth, for him, this is actually a really good benefit, and I've done my research a little bit on it, because for him, he has a real struggle being able to digest and be able to eat some of the fruits and vegetables that we can kind of eat easily. He's not able to eat broccoli, he doesn't handle strawberries well and fruits well. He just has a very difficult time eating them and then also digesting them. So for someone like him, this actually gives his tummy a little bit of a break, gives his digestive system a little bit of a break, and actually makes it so that this is a lot easier for him to have and absorb the minerals and nutrients that he's not getting in his body. For myself and for him as well, we're looking to see the benefit of our energy level a little bit, our inflammation and our pain, as well as our iron levels, which I struggle with, and I think he does as well. So we're excited to kind of go on this journey, and we're excited to kind of take you with us. So we're going to open this. I'm going to show it. I'm going to put it together. I did get this off Wayfair. We got a great deal. I will put that link in the description below, but I'll also put a comparable one. It's not the same exact one in the description, and it is an Amazon affiliate link. Mama of Blessed to Crochet is an Amazon affiliate. She may make a small commission if you do click on the link and purchase the item, but it's at actually no extra cost to you. So it does just help out the channel if you're interested in going on this journey with us. So let's get into this and see what this juicer is all about. So here's the instruction book right there. Also going to put a link, if I can find it, for easy informational website of some kind that could tell you the glycemic index of the fruits and vegetables, so that you yourself, if you're wanting to kind of keep that 80-20% rule, which we're going to try to do most of the time, you have an idea of where the fruits and vegetables fall on the glycemic index. Now, one thing that we're going to do too is get like the popsicle molds to be able to put the fruit juice in those, because that's a much better option. And there you can hear Mocha, she's like saying hi to y'all. But this way we can make our own fruit bars, popsicles, which are a lot less expensive, and we know what we're putting in them as well. Another thing too is I'm going to make straight apple juice from this too as well, because Josh does have issues at times with his sugar numbers going down. So at 3:30 in the morning, I get him a Smucker's peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and we've been buying Mott's apple juice, but this will be a much better option because you can freeze this for about 3 to 6 months. So we can freeze some fresh apple juice, which then means he's getting those nutrients and vegetables in that instead of just getting store-bought apple juice. So it will be a much better and healthier option. So this way it will be just a better option all the way around. So we will be doing that. So I know that that's higher on the glycemic scale, but in a situation where Josh may be having a sugar load, that would be a very good option to be able to help raise the sugar levels, and a healthy way to do that as well. So there is a cleaning thing for it. It's a brush. I couldn't think of it for a minute. Okay, this is for the pulp. One thing too is if you have a compost, I also somebody that ended up having chickens as well, and they put their pulp in here and actually fed it to their chickens as just like a little treat or something like that. This is for the juice because it has the little spout on there. This is actually a little smaller than I thought it was going to be, which is good. We have a Vitamix, and there's nothing wrong with that. But again, it tends to heat up the fruits and vegetables because you are blending it, and then it takes away some of the nutrients. So that's why I really went for the cold press juicer. So this is the old part of it. This is the little thing to do that as well. One thing about the cold press juicers is they usually have a wide mouth, which means you can put the fruit and vegetables in pretty whole, which helps to eliminate the amount of chopping you have to do. You do have to be careful with some of them. You could put a whole apple in here, but you have to be careful with the seeds and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just starting down this road, so I'm just trying to learn all that. But again, to open this one, you just pop that, and then you're putting the fruits and vegetables in there. One thing we did get from Wayfair was a warranty on this. I would strongly suggest, I know everybody has their views on warranties, but I have found that sometimes things like this are worth the warranty, and it costs $9 for a 3-year warranty, and then I don't have to worry about it. If nothing happens in 3 years, wonderful. But if something happens, then I can get it replaced. I did put 2. I put the one that we actually got from Wayfair, and there's another one that's about $10 cheaper. But this one, when it is on, you'll see, has a thing to be able to say soft, hard, or mixed fruits. So that did have this and more of a touch screen. The other one just had a button. But you know what? I thought it was worth the extra $10 to kind of have that. And this one's stainless steel on the outside, so it's totally up to you. This just sits right in here, okay? And then it goes down. And then once you have it sitting down on whatever surface you do, it just comes off, okay? This comes on here. You see that it has the arrow there. What you want is this arrow to be in the middle, because then it means it's locked. So it's not gonna start, it's not gonna run until that happens. So let's take this over to the sink and get it washed, and then we'll throw some fruit in it, and I'll let you know what I think. All right, we have everything washed, so I'm gonna bring you down a little bit so you can see all of the things. This is the juicer you have on and stop. This brand is Haverto, I believe it is. It's not on Amazon, but I did again find a comparable one. So the first part is the base part, which we're gonna put on, and that just goes right in there. Then it's the pressing mechanism, which just goes right in there. Then we have the top where all the fruit and vegetables go. So then that again, you want to make sure that the arrows line up. We have the pulp container on one side. We have the place where the juice is going to go on this side. Now when I had this stuff off, these were flashing because it wasn't all together. But as you can see, and this brand is Varto, which is on Amazon, so I tried to find a comparable one. It has soft, hard fruit, mixed fruit if you're doing like hard and soft fruits, and then reverse. So if things start getting stuck in here, you can reverse it out and then clear the system out so that you can go back to juicing. So the first thing we're going to do is straight apple juice. I have 4 apples. I'm going to throw them in. I'm going to throw in 2 apples, and then I have carrots, some celery. Yes, you can juice celery. And I'll put the 2 apples in. This way Josh just has straight apple juice in case he needs it, and we can just try it, just straight apple juice. And again, the lid is up, so this thing is flashing because it's telling me it's not ready. Now, I have to do a little bit more research. You shouldn't have to core the apples, but we're going to core them right now. Till I learn more about that. I forgot a piece that had to go in there, so I had to call Mr. Buster Crochet for a second and get him to help. Let's try this again. We should get juice this time around because now all the components are in there. Yeah. All right. Same process. Now I think, as Duck Dynasty Phil Robertson would have said, we're cooking with peanut butter. Or in this case, apples. Now we have juice. We have apple juice. And the pulp is starting to come out of there. One thing they did say about cold pressed juicers was the pulp was very dry because it's taking a lot of the moisture out. That was 2 apples. We're getting quite a bit of juice out of that. It surely helps when you've got all the right components. Right? Let's show exactly how much. And we're not going to wash this out because I'm going to do the next juice, but I wanted to try it just straight apple juice. We're going to do a reverse for a minute and get the fruit that's kind of on the bottom mixed up so it can go through the machine. Okay. We'll hit menu again and go back to two apples, and there is a little bit of a measuring thing, but it doesn't give it in. It's like milliliters and so forth. We got a 1/2 cup of apple juice out of 2 apples. So I'm going to try it, let you know what I think, and we'll give some to Mr. Buster Crochet and let him taste it for a minute. Oh, that's good. That is really good.
That's good.
It's thumbs up. That is absolutely delicious. And just think, you can put these in popsicle molds, and then you know that your kids or grandkids or nieces and nephews is getting straight juice. That is really good. All right, for the next one I'm going to up it a little bit. I've got some celery, so I'm just going to break that up. We have some spinach. I'll throw that in. Okay, and then I have some baby carrots I just had in the refrigerator. And then we're going to take our 2 apples. Like I said, there are places, there's the Walnut Creek down in the Amish country. There's another really nice produce stand we'll go to. And so far, I'm very much impressed. And I'll save some of that to give to Mama. But I can make popsicles out of that. There's also an apple stand we have not far from our house. We can go get apples that are homegrown. And you can put in a whole apple. I just have to do a little bit of research on seeds. Correction, apples and pears are hard fruits. So because we're doing some other hard things in here, like the carrots, we're going to choose hard and soft on the menu. So we're going to do a mixed mix. I like that you can just do the menu and then get to what you're doing. Flip this up so the juice can come out. Nice. The apple juice, guys, is delicious. You know, I don't think having after that, I probably could ever buy store-bought apple juice again. One thing my mom does is she makes bone broth, and you could probably freeze this, I'm going to, and put it in the bone broth, and you would have the pulp from that. There's all those nutrients and so forth. And you've got the celery and the spinach and the apple, which would still be nice to give it a nice flavor on the bone broth. So we're going to do a reverse on this, just to make sure that we got anything left over. There's not really much left in there. One more little press. So I'd probably recommend doing a reverse cycle on it before you end it. That's about all the juice, and it kind of does it on its own too. Okay, so we'll see how much juice is that. So that was almost a cup of juice. I saved a little bit of that for Mama. I'll give you my opinion, and then I'll give some to Mr. Blaster Crochet. Look how nice and green it is. So let's see. This has celery, apple, a little bit of spinach, and carrot. That is really good. I am very, very surprised. Actually, I'm really, really surprised that it tastes as good as it does. It is absolutely delicious. I do taste the celery. I taste the spinach, but the apples in there, of course, add the sweetness and so forth. That's really good. So for instance, Josh would not eat celery. And celery is actually very good for you. If I put it in recipes, he'll eat it, but he's not going to eat it plain. My honest review of juicing, thumbs up. We're going to do more juicing recipes. I'm excited to try the ones with the beets. Now, one thing that was said about beets is a lot of people and I feel like they're a little bit dirty. And that's because I've read that people don't peel the beets. So it's important to kind of peel those. But we're going to be starting this journey. I'm excited to start it. Very impressed so far with the juicer. I think it was worth the little bit we spent on it in order to invest in it and to get more fruits and vegetables in him. Totally thumbs up. This was delicious. It tasted a lot better than I thought it would. And so hopefully you'll come on this journey with us and give it a try. I'm excited, and we'll have recipes. But if you have a juicer, put some carrots, apples, a little bit of celery, and spinach, and you'll be pleasantly surprised how really good it is. All right, with that being said, guys, be proud of being you. Everyone else is taken. Keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. We have you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great night. Keep juicing.
So proud of being